Okay, so my name is James Chia. Just a background about myself. I have a PhD in civil engineering. Okay, so I've done research and all that, and so as a scientist, as I said, I do research and I look at facts. Um, at age 40, I switched to a career in financial planning, and requalified academically in insurance, in investment, in estate planning. And I became very aware of the financial implications of poor health. In national service, I was a lieutenant colonel. GP, GP, can you help mute people?
James, you can make me co-host. I help you manage the room.
Yeah, you are co-host actually. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, in national service, I was a lieutenant colonel in the guards unit, and so I know a bit about the importance of fitness and health. But my most relevant qualification is that I'm a Singaporean and a Peranakan Singaporean. We love our food very, very much. The richer, the sweeter, the fatter, the better. So I'm qualified as someone who has attempted to combat the bulge on many occasions. Okay, so let me share my slides. We're just going to go straight into this. This will be a short presentation. Okay, so today we are talking about 5 secrets to combat the bulge. Okay, now there is a global obesity problem. Okay, it's what we call a global epidemic, and the consequences of it is that being overweight, feeling dissatisfied with your body shape, actually impacts confidence and inhibits our ability to live young. In Southeast Asia, there is a ranking. In this case, Singapore is not number one. Malaysia is number one, but obesity in Southeast Asia. So today I want to talk about 5 secrets to combat the bulge. Okay. Now, secret number one. Okay, secret number one is we don't know the danger. Okay, if you knew the danger, we would do something about it. Just like if you are diagnosed with a tumor, a small little tumor, you would take action straight away. You wouldn't wait until it develops to stage 4. Okay, and talking about that, of course, obesity actually has overtaken smoking as the leading cause of 4 major cancers. Okay, obesity has overtaken smoking as the leading cause of 4 major cancers. This is a report in the American Institute of Cancer Research. Excess body fat causes cancer. The evidence that excess body fat increases the risk of developing cancer is much stronger now than ever before. That's why excess body fat increases the risk for numerous cancers, which is why body weight is the focus of our first recommendation. Okay. Now this is in Chinese especially, we say, you're cute when you're fat, but obesity is a disease multiplier. Okay. If you're fat, you have increased cancer risk, increased heart attack, increased risk of diabetes, deformed knee joints, high blood pressure, stroke, Alzheimer's, gallstone, infertility, and high uric acid. Okay. And of course, you don't stay young when you're old. Just replace this picture with an old man. In fact, you don't have to be very old before this really comes to hit you and incapacitate you. Okay. Now, we've been through COVID-19, okay, and so there's been research over the last year, and there's a stark link between obesity and COVID deaths. Okay. So Singapore study finds overweight Asians 3 times as likely to need intensive care. And COVID-19 is more deadly in people with obesity, even if they are young. We always think that when you're young, you've got more resistance against the symptoms of COVID. Absolutely not so. Okay. So that brings me to secret number 2. Okay, secret number 2. And that is the fighting against nature. Okay. So why our efforts to to lose weight, to lose fat, so futile. Okay. Now, losing weight is very simple. The formula is very, very simple. Your input needs to be less than your output. Okay. But when your input is less than your output, your body knows that. It says you're starving, which means you're going to die. And so what happens is body kicks in to lower the metabolism, slow down so that you burn less energy. It stores fat because fat is energy. And so if you look at the animal in winter, it's fat, right? Because it's not going to eat, so it stores fat before that. And then cravings will come. The chemicals will come into your brain that cause you to crave after sugar, carbohydrate, all these things that are sources of energy so that you can eat that to live. Okay. So this is what happens to the body. Now, for a while, you may lose some weight, but do you know that in this traditional approach, what I call a two-pronged approach, where you restrict your diet and you exercise to increase input, you restrict your diet to sorry, you restrict your diet to reduce input and you increase your output by exercise. What happens is that 40% of the weight loss is muscle. Okay. So if you look at the analogy of a car, okay, the bigger the cc of the car, okay, the more fuel it will burn. Okay. So muscle is the size of the engine. So when your engine is small, because of the traditional weight loss approach, okay, when you go back to a normal diet, okay, you will have smaller muscle to burn, okay, the food, which is why we have this rebound effect. So we don't want to have a muscle loss. Okay, just a word about muscle. Okay, now when you measure BMI, BMI is weight over height squared. Okay, where weight is fat plus muscle. So you can see here, 5 pounds of fat takes up much more space than 5 pounds of muscle. And you can see these two gentlemen here, they're both 90 kg, but chap on the right here is much fitter. Okay, you want to look like that. Similarly with the lady here, you're more shapely. Okay, both this lady is 53 kg, but okay, well, this one is definitely more shapely. Okay, because there's more muscle. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to lose fat and build muscle. So this is a friend of ours, Chris Chu. He's 68 kg here with a body fat of 17%. Over here, he's 68 kg with a body fat of 10%. Okay, looks so much better in this picture. And of course, the same lady here. In fact, she's heavier in this picture because muscle weighs more, but she looks so much better. So the aim is to lose fat but build muscle. Okay. Which brings me to secret number 3. So what we want to do is we want to enlist epigenetics. We want to get help. Okay. So what is epigenetics? So epigenetics is a science that reveals how choices you make can change your genes and those of your children. By the way, if you're fat and you are expecting, your children will inherit that gene expression and they will have problem of being obese. Okay. Okay, so let's look at these 3 bees. Okay, there are 3 types of bees in a hive: a worker bee, a drone, and a mature queen. But the queen bee, okay, lays 2,000 eggs a day, whereas the worker bee is sterile. The queen bee is 3 to 5 times larger and has a lifespan 20 times longer. They are genetically identical, but different gene expression. Because why the queen bee takes royal jelly? Okay, it's the diet. So similar here, we have 2 twins. Why do they look different? It's obvious they have a different diet. Okay. Now, in gene expression science, okay, we are able to map our genes. We are able to identify our genes. Okay, and we can identify different genes, isolate them, and examine them on this heat map. Okay. So here we have a heat map for a young gene expression. Okay, green is low expression. It's not very active. Red is highly active. So, for example, when you're young, one of these genes here could be the gene for storing fat. It's not very active. When you're old, is more active. That's why you store more fat when you're old. Here it could be a gene for building muscle. One of these genes here, very active when you're young. When you're old, you stop building muscle. Okay, so what we do is we expose this old gene to different ingredients. Okay, and here we see ingredient 4 will reverse. Okay, will reset the old gene to look like a young gene. Okay, so it's just very, very scientific using gene expression and studying epigenetics. So this program that I'm going to introduce, HLOC TR90, is based on highly innovative gene expression science. Okay, it's just pure science. Okay, and here we have pictures of how the company was featured in an hour-long program on Discovery Channel. Okay, which looked about at how people use examine genes, okay, to get results. Okay. So let me share with you some heat maps of concerning weight management. Okay. So on the left here, we've got the lean control. Okay, so this is a lean person. It's a heat map. It's a gene expression for fat metabolism, fat transport, and fat storage. Okay, a fat person has everything opposite. Okay, and that's why they're fat. Okay, because the gene expression is that way. So what we do is we expose this fat control with particular ingredient blend that's in HLOC TR90, and you can see it resets this fat gene so that it can perform like a lean person. Okay. What about cravings? Okay, over here we've got a gene expression of a lean person, and here we have a gene expression of a fat person. So it's the way the genes are operating is not because they got less discipline or what. Is that, you know, they are predisposed to have bigger appetite and more difficult to control the feeling of feeling hungry. But when you expose that gene, this fat gene, fat person to the HLOC ingredients, it resets profile. He has a profile of someone who is lean. Okay, you wonder why some people they can resist dessert. They've got no hunger. They don't have to eat 3 bowls of rice. It's because they've got this profile, and so the supplements help you to do that. Okay, now, you know, at age 40, you lose 8% of muscle tissue per decade. Okay, I'm past 60. Okay, so you know, I'm losing 15% of muscle tissue per decade. So it's very important that we don't lose muscle. Okay, so this is what happens after 90 days on the TR90 program. They maintain the lean body mass. Okay, remember, in a conventional weight management program, 40% of the weight loss is muscle. Here we maintain it, and body fat reduces significantly. Okay. As far as measurements is concerned, you know, the waist measurements come down, hip measurements, arm, even ankle measurements come down when we measure. And just looking at a person, very noticeable. 80%, 85% notice a change in the body silhouette. 98% said their clothes fit better because fat takes up less space. Very simple. Okay. Okay, let's go to secret number 4. What's secret number 4? Okay, we need a system for success. Every time we have a system, okay, it's predictable, it's duplicable, okay, it's repeatable. So here we have a stool. So a stool has got 3 legs, it's stable, okay? So the 3 legs we have, remember the 2-prong approach was just diet and exercise. Here we have a 3-prong approach. We have supplements, you know, the HLOC supplements that apply epigenetics to change your gene expression. Okay, and at the heart of it is we have a coaching program, someone to guide you and monitor your results. Okay. Okay, and this is done over 90 days because that's when you allow the body to adjust and you build habits that will last after that. Okay, so in the TR90 program, what happens is you actually build muscle, you actually burn fat, and it stops cravings during the time when you're actually consuming less calories. And this whole program is listed on the US Physician's Desk Reference, which is actually a compendium for doctors to recommend drugs, okay, and this is not a drug, but it's recommended on the physician's desk reference. Now let's just look at some of the supplements. Okay, so we've got this product here called the Jumpstart, which you take in the first 15 days, and it's for controlling cravings, and it's for your body. Okay, here we have got TR90 control, which is to control your cravings. Here we have TR90 complex. Okay, over here, which is to help in fat metabolism and to build muscle. And over here we have a shake, which is a real meal replacement. Okay, so it's effectively replaces a meal of protein and carbohydrate. And here we've got Life Pack, which is a comprehensive nutritional supplement to make sure that you have all the building blocks for building muscle. Okay, and when you're burning fat, you're actually increasing the free radicals in your body, which will reduce your immunity. And this product has got 40 antioxidants that builds your immunity. You want to make sure during this time, especially with the coronavirus around, to be very, very strong in your immunity. Okay. What's the eating plan? It's a very simple eating plan. We call it a 3-3-3-3 eating plan. 3 servings of fruit a day, 3 servings of vegetables, 3 servings of protein, and 3 servings of carbohydrate. And you just measure it with your hand. Okay, fruit with a fist, vegetables with a open palm, protein with a fist, and then a half cup palm for your rice. So this is a particular person that worked in Jurong Island, so there was no canteen that supplies healthy food. So he will bring his food for breakfast and lunch, and split it into 2. Okay, dinner he will have a shake at home. Okay, so this is an example of a meal. Okay, the fruit. So these are small fruit. Okay, so that represents 1 serving of fruit, 1 serving of vegetable. Look at the serving of protein. It's considerable protein and some rice. Okay. So it's you're not going to starve on this program. Okay, this is another example. Okay, an apple. Okay, good serving of vegetables. Look at the amount of protein: 2 eggs, tofu, and a big chicken thigh. Okay, and then this some rice. Okay, this is important to build muscle. Okay. So what's special? Okay, what's special about this program? Let me just review. Okay, it's safe. It complies to HSA. It's simple. It's a very simple eating plan, 3-3-3-3. It's sustainable because you're going to build muscle or maintain muscle. Okay, it's scientific, age-locked gene expression science. It's sexy. You're going to look slimmer. You're going to look more youthful, more shapely, and it's systematic. Okay, there is a coaching program, someone monitoring you. Okay. Now, when this program first came out, it was called the Right Approach. And of course, initially people were concerned. This was after this Slim 10 incident, wondering whether this thing is safe or not. So we only sold 2,000 sets. But every year it started to double and increase. And in 2013, it was the #1 selling program in Singapore and Malaysia. And today in Singapore, for the last 3 years, we've been awarded the #1 weight management and well-being brand in Singapore by international survey company called Euromonitor International. In Malaysia, it's 4 years. Okay, we're #1. We're the best-selling program because it works. Okay, so I want to share with you some testimonials here. Okay, okay. So we saw this these icons. Okay, so these are the models. Okay, so Gun here, he lost 44 kg of fat. He lost 60 kg. 44 kg was fat. Okay, this lady from China also lost 42 kg. Okay, so I mean, if you're obese, it works and you're healthy at the end of it. Okay, okay, this is myself. Okay, so this was me when the program first came out. Before the program came out. Okay, now I'm exercising. I'm still doing my national service at that time. I'm exercising 2 hours a day. There's some of these love handles because these pants are very, very tight. Okay, I went on the program. Okay, and this is what I look like. Okay, this is a picture of me 30 years before, at age 22. Okay, as a student. If you look carefully, I have actually less fat at 52 than I have at 22. Okay, now a year later, this is what it looked like. This is 7 years later, and this was beginning last year, okay, COVID-19, you can see we're wearing masks, okay, very, very much sustainable. And I put together all these pictures in trunks. This was the latest one, okay, at age 66, October last year, okay. Uh, the products actually have helped me maintain my health. Okay. This is Hui Xuan. Okay. Hui Xuan as a top civil servant looked like that because she's just sitting at the desk and barking orders. Okay. After she went on the program, she lost 10 kg. 3 years after the program, she maintained her weight, lost a bit. And this is what she looked like at age 52. Very, very vibrant. Okay. Madam Zulaiha. Okay, Madam Zulaiha at 40 had basically given up. She's tried everything and basically given up trying to lose weight. But I think she was persuaded to try the TRA program just once. And this is what she looked like. Okay, her weight came down 32 kg and she had 16 more years of life. Okay, and 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago, I took a picture with her. This is 2013. This is 6 years later. Very much sustainable. Okay. Okay. This is Ruth. Okay. Ruth is a missionary, and this is what she looked like. Okay. After 3 months, lost 13 kg. Okay. Completely different person, looking vibrant and healthy, and able to serve much more vigorously. Okay. Okay, Joshua. Just a quick one on Joshua. Joshua was a naval officer. Okay. Why do I put 8 plus 8? Okay. So after 3 months, he lost 8 kg. 6 months later, he lost another 8 kg without being on the program. Okay. Because once you develop the right habits, you build muscle, you continue to burn. Look at the difference here. Okay, young man, 30 years old. This is Joe. Okay, Joe used to represent Singapore for many, many years in rugby. Okay, and when he went to work, obviously less time to exercise. He lost only 5.5 kg, but so much different. Okay, health-wise also, because you're starting a young family. Okay, this was Andrew, also 28. He used to be a gym instructor, but good life in Singapore, you tend to put on weight. Just lost 4.9 kg. Looks such a different person, isn't it? So much different he looks, and so much fitter, so much more confident. Okay, this is a friend Susan. Okay, Susan has been plagued with osteoarthritis, okay, of the knees, and that caused her to be largely immobile. That's why she put on weight. Okay, but after TR90, look at how she looks. And in fact, this was shortly after that she ran 5 kilometers. And when we went to Yosemite in 2019, she actually trekked something like 20 over kilometers in the mountains. Okay, okay, this is Richard. Okay, he's a workshop owner, and he can hardly bend down because of knee inflammation. Taking painkillers. Look at him. He's 34. His body age is 67. Okay, he looks so old. Okay, so losing hair is a sign of aging. He looks so old here. But look at him after the program, after losing 45 kg. He looks like a young boy now. You can't tell that it's the same person, but his body age has come back to 34, which is his actual age. Okay, how many years of life has he gained? Completely new life. Okay, okay, this is Angeline at 33, at 38, mother, single mother, responsible for a family. Okay, this is what she looked like after the program. In fact, she looked so different that they had to ask her to change her passport photo because it looked very much different from the actual person here. Okay, this is my daughter Gail. Okay, so Gail's a national athlete. Okay, in track and field, she represents Singapore, and she's actually very, very fit. You look at her; she's got a skeletal muscle of 29.5. That's very high for a woman, and very low body fat. Okay, 23.7 for a woman. But we went on the program. She decided to go on a program, and she added more muscle, and lost more fat, and actually came down 7 years in body age. Okay. And you look at the picture. This is her as an athlete. Okay, you know, we say she's muscular, but this looks so much nicer here, isn't it? On the picture on the right. Okay, and I want to end with this picture of Shireen. Okay, now Shireen has no business doing TR90. Okay, when she started the program, she's age 34. Her body age was already 24. She was already 10 years younger. She's so slim. Okay, but she wanted to do the business, so she needed to try our top product. By the way, she's Aikido black belt. She trains the Gurkhas. Okay. After 3 months, her muscle had gone up. Her body fat had come down even more. Her body age came down another 5 years to 19. Okay. And her antioxidant score, that's why we take the life pack, went up by 35,000. Okay. So you want to ask the person who invited you, what does this mean? How do you measure this? And she says that during the 3 months where she took part in Muay Thai competitions, she actually felt stronger. Okay, so I share this slide for athletes because athletes want to be even better. They're always trying to beat their personal best. They want to be slimmer so they can go faster. Okay, and this program really, really works. Okay, now it's my privilege to invite someone to do a live sharing, and this person is Sarah Go. Sarah, can you come on, please? Sarah, let's welcome Sarah.
Hello.
Hi, Sarah.
So
Okay.
James, I can thanks for the opportunity to share. Hi everyone. My name is Sarah. Previously, I worked as a planning engineer, and due to a lot of work stress and unhealthy eating habits, my weight kept ballooning. So I tried many ways to lose weight. However, I couldn't get a good result. So I went for two slimming center, and the names is Bottom Slim and Body Perfect. The slimming center name sound attractive. However, I did not get any good results from the slimming center. So in desperation, I went to see the doctor for medication, and medicine is very effective. It means I managed to lose some weight. However, it created heart palpitation. So I'm very worried that something will happen. So I have to stop the medication. And once I stop the medication, all the weight bounced back. So having no choice, I I decided that when we get old, surely will become when we get older, surely will become fatter, and I have no chance to wear the cheongsam that I desire to wear, my dream cheongsam. So it happened that in 2014, my hubby had a health scare. He fainted in the toilet, and the next morning he went to see the doctor. Doctor first do a thorough checkup for him, and doctor says that he need to lose weight because if he had another stroke the next time, he may not survive. And furthermore, he had been taking high blood and high cholesterol medication for the past 7 years. So, and the readings are not coming down. So the doctor is very worried for him as well to instruct him specifically that he definitely have to lose some weight in order to improve his health. So being a concerned wife, I spoke to my sister and tell her that I'm so worried for my husband. So surprisingly, my sister said that not to worry because her friend had just lost 20 kilogram over the past 6 months, and she's able to connect me to to her friend's coach, and this coach happened to be Oliver. So we went to speak to Oliver, and he actually explained to us that TR90 is able to help us burn fat and also build muscle, and the weight loss will be long-term sustainable. I was pleasantly happy and surprised that such a program does exist, and I have never heard about it. So also he asked me to stand on the Umrah machine, and when I stand on the machine, I got shocked because my body age is 66. At that time, I'm only about 52 years old. So I felt that, oh dear, my body is aging very fast. It's time for me to do something, and I quickly embarked on this TR90 program. I was very excited to start the program, and then I invited my husband Isaac to join me. However, he said, "Aya, don't need lah. I don't need this program. I can do it myself." And being skeptical, he refused. So I did the program, and after 1 month, I lost 3 kilo, but he only lose 1 kilo. Being very kiasu, he said, "Oh dear, I couldn't catch up with you anymore. Okay, no choice. I have to also start the TNIT program." And after 3 months, he also lost. He also lost 10 kilo, and I also lost 10 kilo. So we are very thankful to this TNIT program. So being a lady, right? I wasn't satisfied, just to lose 10 kilo, knowing that this TNIT is so effective. I wanted to be able to fit into the cheongsam, right? So I decided to take another 3 months of TNIT, and guess what happened? I finally able to fit into the cheongsam, my dream cheongsam here, and that takes about a total. I lost about 17 kilo and 17 cm. Okay, so I would like to thank my coach Oliver, and also I'm so glad that this TNIT program enable us to be fitter and healthier. So our knee pain is also gone, and now we can actually embark to pursue our what I call that. We love to go trekking, and at the what call that, forest trails. We love to go to the forest trails. And after training for a while, we managed to go to this Mount Fansipan in Vietnam. And this is on top of the mountain, which is about 3,000 meter high. And also we started the vertical marathon, and we managed to complete the 73 stories in about 18.5 minutes in the Swiss hotel. So these are the achievements that is possible only because of TR90, and we managed to lose the weight. So I'm feeling very excited, and I felt that TR90 is a very amazing program that help us to do a body overhaul so that we can become healthier and have a thorough maintenance of our body as well by eating clean and by being active. And I think last but not least, everyone knows that our body has no spare part. So why not invest your time and effort into this TR90 program and get yourself transformed and become healthier? Yeah, that's all for my sharing, James.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you very much, Sarah. So, this is 7 years after she started the program, and they are, really, really active hiking uh, very, very often, 2 or 3 times a week. Okay. Okay, so, we have seen some proof, but in Singapore and Malaysia, there are more than 400,000 people, okay, who have got results. Okay, so this is beyond doubt. Okay. Okay, finally, secret number 5. It's a secret that you all know, actually, and that you need to take action. All this knowledge doesn't change anything unless you take action. Okay, so let me share with you the offer that we have for you. If you buy the TR90 system, okay, the retail price is 3029. You can get it as a member at 2120. You buy the set of scales, instead of 219, it's 150 here. There's an eating plan, it should be free. Personal coaching for 12 weeks, okay. 888 is free, and lifetime group support, $960, will be free. Okay, so total value of $5,118.50. You only paid $2,270 only. Okay, and it offer is valid within 24 hours. Okay. So, what you want to do is come on the program. You see progress every 7 days, because you do an official measurement every 7 days, and a total transformation in 90 days. $5,000 over value just for $2,270, and it's interest free with certain credit cards. So decide now. Okay, do something today that your future self will thank you for. Okay, do something today that your future self will thank you for. This is a very, very small price to pay. Let me share with you as a financial planner, okay? Because otherwise you'll have to pay a much bigger price when you have to take all these medications at a young age. So come join us and discover the best you, just like so many there and Sarah has. Okay, so thank you very much. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Okay, so that's the end of my presentation. Are there any questions? If you have, please feel free to unmute yourself and you can ask me some questions. I'll try to answer your questions.